Europe is often called a continent, but it is actually a large peninsula that extends westward from the great landmass of Asia. Because Europe and Asia join each other across a broad area, geographers point out that they are not really separate continents. Instead, they make up a supercontinent called Eurasia. The geographical region of Europe described in this program includes the part of the European subcontinent that lies west of Russia. There are many separate countries in modern Europe. These are usually grouped into major subregions, such as the British Isles, Western Europe, Scandinavia, Central Europe, Southern Europe, and Eastern Europe. Europe includes several large islands. The islands of Great Britain and Ireland lie in the Atlantic Ocean to the northwest of France. Iceland, an island located in the Atlantic far to the northwest of Great Britain, is also considered to be part of Europe. Sicily, Sardinia, Corsica, and Crete are large islands in the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean separates Europe from the continent of Africa. Three large peninsulas extend continental Europe southward into the Mediterranean. The easternmost peninsula is the Balkan Peninsula, with the country of Greece at its southern tip. Greece is separated from Turkey by the Aegean Sea. A small part of western Turkey is in Europe, but most of the country is in southwest Asia. The Aegean Sea is full of many islands that are famous in Greek mythology. The long, narrow Italian peninsula lies west of the Balkan Peninsula. The country of Italy is shaped sort of like a boot. West of the Italian peninsula is the Iberian Peninsula. Spain and Portugal share this land area. The eastern coast of the Iberian Peninsula lies along the Mediterranean Sea. The western and northern coasts face the Atlantic Ocean. A huge rock called the Rock of Gibraltar juts into the sea where the Mediterranean waters meet the Atlantic. Here, a narrow body of water called the Strait of Gibraltar separates Spain from Morocco in North Africa. Northern Europe also has peninsulas and islands. The large Scandinavian peninsula is shared by Norway and Sweden. Below the Scandinavian peninsula is the country of Denmark, which is made up of several islands and a peninsula that extends northward from mainland Europe. The Baltic Sea separates Scandinavia from the rest of Europe and, like the other seas, has been an important avenue for commerce for centuries. With so many islands and peninsulas, Europe has thousands of kilometers of coastline and many good harbors that can provide shelter for boats. Europe also has many navigable rivers. A navigable river is one that boats can travel up and down for a long distance. The Rhine and the Danube are Europe's most important navigable rivers. Both of these great rivers have their headwaters high in the Alps. In contrast to the Rhine, which flows north and west, the Danube flows south and east. Other important European rivers include the Ebro, the Duero, and the Guadalquivir in Spain, the Loire and the Rhone in France, and the Elbe in Germany. Many great cities have been built along these rivers and along other smaller rivers. For example, Paris, the capital of France, lies along the Seine. The Thames winds through London, the capital of England, and the Tiber flows through Italy's capital, Rome. In addition, Europeans have built many canals that connect one river with another to make it easier for barges to move from place to place. With so many navigable rivers and so many seas and harbors, it is not surprising the Europeans have long moved their trade goods and themselves from place to place along these water routes. Modern Europe also has very well-developed systems of railroads and highways.